Good morning and welcome back to Tabletop Tuesday here on Gaming with ADHD, where today we're going to be taking a look at Shadowrun Edgezone Mayhem. Now, this is the second of two starter boxes for the new Shadowrun Edgezone card game. This is a reprinting, revision, semi-update of the original card game, which came out in the late 90s, but it has been updated with some modern graphics, some new art, and a little bit of tweaks here and there just to fix things that maybe got missed 25 years ago or more. So basically what this is going to be, it's going to be sort of an unboxing because I still have to open up all the cards, and we'll take a look at the different contents. And then also we're going to build the sample deck that's recommended for the Mayhem box. And we'll just kind of walk through the steps, kind of reviewing the rules. I did this previously on for the Magic box, so if you would like to see the contents of that, I will update the description at some point to have that linked over to the other video. It was the same format as this, but we'll try it out and we'll see what happens. So with that out of the way, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like the video if you enjoy it, and all the fun YouTube-y stuff. But all right, so here we go. So here's the box. Super exciting. I know, I can tell you are all very excited. This is actually half of the art. If you have the Magic box, it can actually sit right here and have one full piece of art. Description here on the back of what you get. 348 cards, a bunch of tokens. I'll talk about the tokens here in a second. But you get 348 cards, and my understanding is that these are all different compared to the Magic box. All right, so you get a sheet of tokens. Now, this should have been 2 sheets of tokens from what I have found out. There was supposed to be one that a sheet of damage tokens and like a few extra tokens that that you would use for tracking various things during the game, but somehow those got missed. So in the interest of the video, I'm just going to punch a few of these out because we are going to need them. But otherwise, I mean, they're a good finish. It's got a nice little linen texture to it. So they're New Yin tokens. 1 and 5, double-sided. Super exciting. All right. You get 2 dice. The box actually, I believe, says 1 die, but you get 2 of them. These are the same that you get out of the Shadowrun 6 World Starter Set or the Dice and Token packs. So, if you want more Shadowrun dice, there you go. All right, and then we've got all of our cards. All right, I pop this one open just to check one thing. I'll explain it here in a second. But we're just going to take all of these out and get the box out of the way. Overall, it is actually rather well organized. I like the insert. Good morning, Bear. Good morning, Glenn. But I like the insert because it actually works. Usually doesn't. And Bear, this is the Shadowrun card game. You may have seen it back in the late 90s, but this is a reprint update version of the game. And basically I did this last week where I opened it up and kind of looked over all of the contents, and so I'm going to do it again with this one. All right, so I had opened this one previously. Basically you get a card for how to make a sample deck. Here is one problem. So this says the Mayhem example deck which you can build one of, and then the Magic Example deck. None of the cards on the Magic Example deck exist in the Mayhem box, and vice versa. The problem with that is, if you're just getting started, you get an example of how to buy or build a deck, but you don't get an example of how to build 2 decks that should be played with each other. So this is a little frustrating. That's one thing I was very disappointed in. We then have a reference card, so all the skill icons, special traits, and then a sequence of play. All right, as far as the cards, as you can see, they've got the back. This is the same piece of art that was used in the original card game. If you have the original card game, this is like 99% compatible. It's close enough that just roll with it. And the backs of the cards are the same, so you can mix the different cards. All right, so we've got special foretelling. I'm going to kind of sort these out into the different variety. Now you can see here we've got 3 foretelling cards. The most you can put into a deck is 3 copies of a card. If it's good enough to put 1, might as well put all 3. The only exception is if it's a unique or a prime runner. But they've got a nice mix of art from, as far as I can tell, all editions of Shadowrun. They didn't limit it to just the original art. So kind of like that. All right, we've got an objective card, more special cards, and a prime runner. I know this is very exciting, isn't it, folks? All right, more runners. Static, the WizKid Decker. Thrash, the Rocker. Tinkerbell, the Rigger. Tiny. Wheeler, that's a prime runner. I'm going to set him to side. You. So this I know is definitely a newer piece of art. I think you probably showed up in like 5th edition. Zip File. Titan. Those are those characters. All right. Nerps is a special card and unique. Drive. So he's got like it looks like a California Angels hat with like a Puerto Rico flag or something. I don't know. Weird. Green Apple Quick Steps. Just a rumor. Loaded dice. Major drink. Here's some of the just classic art. Reawakened. Reinforcements. Sudden goblinization. Interesting. Target human runner is transformed into an orc or troll. Modify their threat rating. Interesting. Walk in the fire. Oh, there's whoops. All right, then got challenge cards. Challenges are how you take the objectives and make them more difficult for your opponents. A flock of geese. Okay. 50,000 new yen worth of security countermeasures, and everything's shot to hell by a bunch of damn birds. Okay. I like that. I will admit, Barney Fife, wow. All the like card games or collectible card games have always been good at just some of the in-jokes. Or just the little humorous flavor text that you don't get a whole lot of context, outside of the art, but they always make me laugh. Yeah, lots of classic art. Love that stuff. Let's see. Let's go with that one. A little easier to sort. All right. Fat Man. So one thing, I'd heard this when I was doing the video last week, but I did hear that there is no duplicate art, and so far, the only duplicate card that I have seen is the 2 reference cards, and that's it. So that's fantastic, because that means you're getting about 700 total cards with outside of the actual cards. Like the specifics, so like we've got 3 Ares Predator. You can get both boxes and not have to worry about, having a bunch of stuff that you're not going to need. But lots of Shadowrun references. And from what I understand, they are playing this at Gen Con. So if you're watching this and going to Gen Con later this week, I'd recommend checking it out. They mentioned something about having some exclusive stuff. I don't know what that means. Let's see here. All right, so Remington 900. Smart Gun Link seems to have gotten out of order. All right. Locations. Well, Glenn says that they do have promo cards, so I'm going to have to reach out to my contacts. See if Mr. Johnson will hook me up. I know, this is all super excited. All right, so we've got Dodger. Emu's definitely a new one, or a new piece of art. Fast Jack. Gentry. I think I've got cards for all the miniatures that I painted up. Ghost Who Walks, Grizzly, Gutter Rat, Hardpoint, Hatchet Man 2057. Okay. Interesting. He's like, why would you take the cyborg over the ignored essence loss, giving him cybernetics? I don't know. You get all the other skills with the regular Hatchet Man. Ice Queen, Jackhammer, Jack Skater, Jackal, Calm, Ravage, Red Widow, Reese Frenzy, Road Rash, Rude, Sam the Sleuth, Squark. Okay. Hey, B Powers. Yeah, I have not gotten to go the last couple of years, but that's because the people that I usually went and help out couldn't afford to fly me out the last couple times, so that was a bit of a bummer. But yeah, maybe next year. We'll see. Oh, that's right. Okay. I didn't make a pile of gear cards. All right. So the objectives. Obviously, this is how you're going to score your points. Yeah, I'm very curious what the promo card will be. Like I said, I'll reach out to Mr. Johnson. All right, that's actually kind of cool that they've got Bull. He's a guy that has been involved with Shadowrun for a long time, helped with the rework of the game. All right, so the Prime Runner, Cannonball, Cherry Bomb, Dante. Okay, so there we go. Finally got through all of just digging through the cards. All right. So let's try and build this deck and see if I can't get the rules right this time. All right. So runners. Let's see here. All right. I need Jack Skater, Fast Jack, Wheeler, and all right, that's all I need for prime runners. Bear, that is that's part of the paid service. So when you upgrade to that, then you get that with StreamYard. B Powers, I mean, when you've been around this long, I mean, he was involved in the original games. That was almost 30 years ago. I mean, at least that's what it says on the credits. Additional game design, Stephen Bull Ratkovich. And he's also credited for the update. So, I mean, can't Bear, you do that under something. When you go to launch StreamYard, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, headlines. Yeah, headlines is there you go. Under branding, enable it under show headlines, and then put it into the name. All right, let's see if we can find this. All right, we're looking for. All right, so we're gonna need Drake. Zip file. All right. All right. 2 Road Rash. 2 Red Widow. I like how this time I got them out mostly organized. 2 Hatchet Man. 2 Thrash. 3 Reese Frenzy. And Static. 2. Overall, I mean, following this is not hard. I mean, obviously the difficulty is going to be in building a deck on your own. Which I will absolutely have to play around with, but that's another day. All right, gear cards. Muscle replacement. Wow. Oh, that's hot. Those are matrix cards. Let's look at the actual gear cards. All right, muscle replacement. I need 2. Northrop Wasp. I need 1. These are not as organized. Oh, there we go. Harley Scorpion. Need an Iron Hawk compound bow. Monofilament whip. Heavy armor full. FN Har. There we go. All right. Talked to him when the game hit Kickstarter and asked if they had fixed the rocker fame problem. I feel that rockers used as the main resource boosting cards hurt deck building. And what did he say about that? I had not heard that, but I'll be honest, I never I never played back in the day, so technically I am new to this. All right, I need a Spinrad Falcon. A Farlight Excalibur. Two Sticky Fingers. Browse. And 2 Reboot Device. All right, more gear. I need Hunter Drones. All 3. As Technology Crawler times 2. GM Nissan Doberman. And an automated patrol vehicle. Contacts, Mr. Johnson. Times 2. Locations, Decker Coffee House. Dawn of Atlantis. All right, see you, Bear. Special, I need that NERPS card. Green Apple Quick Steps. Well, that's good to hear, B-Powers. B-Powers says he worked hard trying to keep the game as balanced as possible, and I can see the changes. I feel the game is a home run. Yeah, so again, really new to it. But when last week when I was doing the Magic Box, I put those in the wrong place. Like it was actually relatively easy to figure out with a little bit of help. That it's a CCG rulebook. I have never seen one that is actually good. They all have issues. So So I wasn't too worried about it, but it was relatively easy to figure out. So yeah, I've got no issues with it. Oh, sweet. It does have the flock of geese in it. I just think that card's hilarious. All right. And then for our objective deck, Room 5B78, Ares R&D, War Games, Fort Knox, Machine Madness, Data Heist, and Sucker Run. Okay. All right, this is actually kind of cool. Sucker Run does not count towards the 6 objective minimum. When revealed, discard Sucker Run and all challenges played on it. Owner immediately places an objective into play face down. So, only issue with that is that then you would have then you have the fact that somebody would know, hey, wait a second, your who's the thing? Your objective deck is a little large. But 1 second, folks. All right, the beloved Peanuts Gallery was making a bit of a racket. All right, let's set these off to the side. We will come back to them later. All right, I'm going to take these. Shuffle them up. No, I don't have sleeves for everything. And draw 7. So we're going to put our objective or our deck over here on the left. Let's move the pile of Nuyens to the right. All right, so start with 5 Nuyen in play. Zoom out a little bit and focus. All right, so I've got some challenges, so I don't need to pull a mulligan. I've got 2 prime runners already. All right, shuffle up the objective decks. All right, so we're 30 minutes in, opening, unboxing to building a deck. That's not too bad. All right. Then we've got some generic runner and a couple of pieces of gear. So let's do this. All right. So objective phase, we're going to. It says place an objective. I think I missed this. Place an objective card from your objective pile face down in front of you. The objective will remain face down until the beginning of your next turn. So now, does that mean that I can actually just pick the objective that I want to go for instead of just random draw? Because I assumed it was random draw. I mean, in that case, I think I will go for... Let's do Data Heist. All right, so you take your objective, face down. No, it's random off the top of the... Okay. Thank you, B Powers. See, this happened last time too. I had people in chat that are like, nope, you're getting that rule wrong. And that really helped. So, okay. Just the wording of it, seems like you can actually just take it. All right. due to my infamously small work table, I'm just going to leave the pile. I'll just flip over from the top. Peanut gallery, everybody. All right, so credit stick phase, you're going to add 5 new yen. In subsequent rounds, if you have any prime runners, you have to pay for them. And if you have any cards that have fame and are going to give you extra new yen, you get that. But I did learn that due to the poor wording of the rule book, it does not specifically say you get your 5 new yen every turn, but you do get your 5 new yen every turn, which, I mean, you kind of need it. So there you go. All right. So refresh phase, I have no cards out. Actually, why do I keep looking over to the left? I will look at that if I need a clarification. Draw a card. Let's see here. Okay, so that's a one-use card as opposed to like a piece of gear. All right, so legwork phase, play your cards. You can perform any of the following options multiple times. Play challenges, deploy runners, contacts, and locations. Swap gear between runners, play gear on a runner, use contact or location, play special cards. All right, so let's start with this. Let's take Jack Skater and put him into play. And that's 6 new yen. And then I'm also going to give him an FN Har to give him +3. And that's going to use all my new yen. Because I am playing the objectives as I'm playing solo. So, you know, I still have to make it look challenging. Let's see here. All right, let's put a Maglock out. I don't have anyone with a technical skill, so I'm going to hold off on doing that till the next round. So then I don't have a revealed objective, so I can't go on the run. End phase, discard down to 7, and then B Power says, as a hint, I would not drop a prime runner until you get at least 1 fame to offset the cost. That's very fair. For this, though, I'm not playing a full game, and it's more just like going through, making sure I understand the rules. So number 1, I'm willing to fudge a little bit. Not really, but just to kind of like make sure that I'm going through learning the rules. And I'm not going to play through like taking out multiple objectives. So good point for future. I mean, because basically it was either, yeah, I did not get the greatest of draws, but yeah, that's kind of my approach to this. This is the second time I've done a video like that. It's a little different. So, all right, so we've got, all right, so we get to the end phase. No, hey, B Powers, don't worry about it. I totally appreciate it. And like I said, for actual gameplay, I think you're right. Especially early on in the game. Later in the game, where, maybe I just need to complete 1 or more objectives and just get it done. Then you know, it might be willing to play it if I don't have anything else out. So you said I also seem to misunderstand reboot. Okay, so it says play on runner with decking. So if it's just a piece of, okay, so it is a piece of gear. So you're right. It's going to just play and stay in place. For some reason, my brain just jumps a little faster than it should sometimes. And so it seemed, the way it was worded to me kind of said you play it while they're encountering the challenge, and then it would go away. If it stays in play, that's even better. Which actually, that would adjust. You know what? Instead of playing Jack Skater, because I've got Fast Jack, who has the technical skill which can meet the fusion gate, but he is also not as tough. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with it as is for now. All right, so end phase, discard down to 7, declare your turn is finished. Ta-da, my turn is finished. All right, so objective phase. So back up to the top, we're going to reveal our objective, which we're going to be doing war games. So +2/+2 to challenges. Bonus, place a +0/+1 experience token on all mercenaries present. I don't have any mercenaries, so that's fine. I'm going to take my 5 Nguyen, draw a card, which I've got a second Hatchet Man. Then yeah, it makes more sense, and thank you for calling me out on it. All right, so here is a question that I would ask. Actually, I think we will need to consult yon rulebook. Okay, so Shadowrun phase. That's the one that I was worried about, where it says resolve the Shadowrun. Each player may attempt one Shadowrun per turn. You may choose not to send your runners on Shadowruns, but it's much more difficult to win reputation if you don't make runs against the objectives. Okay, so that's what I wanted to clarify, just because I clearly do not have enough to take it yet. Oh, also I need to pay his upkeep, so cash in the 5 and take 4 change. Man, I have pulled all of the expensive cards. I don't even have anyone with fame. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put the fusion gate on there because I will be able to use it. But I'm not doing the Shadowrun. Don't have a Decker out yet. Okay. So, and the phase, back to the top. I've already got my objective revealed. Add 5 Nguyen. Play 1. I am literally pulling every single prime runner. Come on. All right. We'll put Fast Jack into play. He costs 7. I don't have any more challenges. I don't have any more money to afford any of these expensive things in my hand. So let's go ahead and try this. All right, so reveal a challenge. So fusion gate, barrier, electrical. I need to sleaze it. Let's see. Just to remember this. All right. So it does have a sleaze requirement of 2 technical. Okay, so it's just the base number. So then that would get removed because it just straight up sleaze it. Play Wheeler and shuffle my deck. Oh, that makes more sense. All right, let's do that. All right, so let's take our 7 back. Put our fusion gate back. So cost 6 for that. Take any vehicle, which the GM Nissan Doberman, maybe? Hunter drone. There we go. Play on rigger, 5/5 drone. That is a lot better. Is that what you mean, the hunter drone? You said big helicopter. Let me. Northrop Wasp. Play on a runner with piloting 2 or rigger. +6 +0. A +2 to user. I mean, the Wasp or the hunter drone? The hunter drone seems more useful. Yes? No? Maybe? We'll see what B Power says, if he's still here. Let's see if I've got any other... Oh, I have to give him any vehicle, not a drone. That's okay. There. He's got the Wasp. There we go. I figured it out. Technically, either doesn't work because it says give him a vehicle. And the Hunter Killer is a drone, not a vehicle. So... But you're right. 10-4, armor 2, that'll soak pretty well. All right, so I know I've got that fusion. Yeah, the fusion gate. So I need to get Fast Jack out. So I'm going to... Like, this would be way harder if I was up against somebody else. Because obviously I can't delay, but... playing against myself, I get a little bit of slack. All right. End phase. Objective still out. 5 million. pay 2, draw a card. I can't, man, I am not pulling any great cards. Saving reboot device because I need that for, well, I could use that with Fast Jack. I'm not even getting any additional challenges. All right, back to the top. Add 5 new yen. Pay 2. Draw 1. All right, so here I could do this. All right, so we're going to put heavy armor on Jack's skater. Got an idea. All right. That's really the only card that I can play because I can't afford anything else. All right, so we're going to flip the new card. I have to sleaze the fusion gate. And so if alarm is triggered, the Shadowrunning team takes 5 damage. The owner of Fusion Gate decides how to divide the damage. So I would need... So for starters, I could just put it all on Jack Skater because he's 4/6. And so that, or I can just sacrifice the armor and take it all. I don't think there's any damage that comes from the next one. I'll be good and I won't peek. I wanted to peek. Let's sacrifice the heavy armor. All right, so it says you receive armor 2, trash heavy armor to avoid all damage a user has taken in combat. So, which actually, no, I'm just going to keep that. Because he can take 3 damage easy and have enough room. All right, so this is one downside to the game. Skater, well, the heavy armor take is 2, and the fusion gate does 5. So if I just put all damage on him, it'll drop it down to 3. He'll take 3. So I'm going to put those there as damage. Because he doesn't have any other armor. Which is fine, but that'll get rid of the fusion gate. Next challenge. Okay, Maglocks. The owner of Maglocks must choose a number from 1 to 6 and place a d6 under their hand showing the number. The Shadowrunning player must guess the number on the d6. They may make X plus 1 guesses. X equals technical rating of the Shadowrunning team. If guess is correct, the Shadowrun continues and Maglocks is trashed. If guess is wrong, the Shadowrun is over. Okay, so Wasp has 2 armor. But does that apply to all characters on the run? Because it says user on the card refers to the runner using the card, not the player playing the card. And there's nothing on it that says that all players or all characters may get advantage of the Wasp's armor. So, unless I missed something. Anyhow, all right, so we're going to do this for the Maglock. We're going to roll that. I don't have any technical skill out, so... Actually, I looked at that. Man, I just want to roll this and not look. All right. Oh, right, because you're dividing the damage. Okay. And in this solo play, I can put 2 on the Wasp and 2 on me, and then I only take... Okay, I see. I don't think it would work in the regular game, because the person who put the fusion gate out gets to decide how the armor or the damage is dealt. So I rolled the dice, and I was gonna just guess what the number was, because I've got it covered. See, I haven't looked. Promise. I'm gonna say 3. No, it was a 2. All right, so guess is wrong. Shadowrun is over. All right, so these guys were turned in order to do that. Why did I put the 6? All right, so he's got 1 damage. All right, I don't need to reveal an objective. Don't remember what that was for, so I'm going to move that off. Add 5 Nuyen, pay 2 because they're prime runners. Draw a card, or unturn everything. All right. Jack Skater still has 1 damage on him, but you know what? He can take 6, and he's got armor 2, so you know what? He's running with band-aids for right now. All right, so I've got a hunter drone. I can't give it to my rigger because he's already there. I don't have anything that I can afford for 5 Nuyen. So I don't have any challenge. Man, this draw is proving very difficult to actually play. Show a great example. All right, I'm going to skip for now because I want to get what's his bucket out. All right, so back to the top. Reveal objective. Add money to cred stick. Pay the cost for the prime runners. Actually, I guess so. If I'm not running, then I can take that off. And unturn my cards. Draw 1. And let's put Fast Jack into play. All right, actually, that's a nice ability. Play 4 Nuyen when a Shadowrun is declared. The Shadowrunning team may look at all challenges on an objective and choose the order in which to encounter them. Wow. That would be awesome just in and of itself. But that's my legwork because I'm out of cash. Let's go on the Shadowrun Maglock. So I would get 5 guesses. So you know what? This one we're gonna do it your way, B Powers. I put the 6 on him after I played the armor. Yeah, I don't remember why I did that. Oh, that was the cost to play the armor. That's what that was. The armor is 6 new yen. All right. I'm going to guess 3. Nope. 5. Nope. I'm going to get a new dice. 5 again. There we go. All right. So I get through the mag locks. And I don't have any mercenaries. But so it just says +2 to challenges. So I guess just taking off the challenges, then I complete war games. All right. So I complete an objective, and you're normally going to play until I think it's at least 50. For those watching, $60 to $75. So it would be through 2 objectives. Or yeah, 2 objectives. But there we go. So all right, that is Shadowrun Edgezone. I did better this time, just at least at understanding how it works. I hope you all understood. B Powers, if you're still there, thank you so much for hanging out. But overall, this is going to take some more digging into. I've now got 2 decks built, so I can play a Magic and a Mayhem. I just need to get one of my kids to sit down and actually play it with me. B Power says when playing one-on-one, 75 points is a good number. 100 points in tournament play. Okay, I will keep that in mind. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much what I wanted to do here today. So I do hope you enjoyed it. B Powers, I think I've seen you around. Not on live streams, but in some of my Shadowrun comments. So regardless, thank you for hanging out with me and helping me understand this. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. And yeah, come back for more tabletop content. Have a great night, everybody.